Hi everybody, we wanted to introduce you to our team here of people that are testers. So the Bible says that in a multitude of counselors there is safety, and so basically we're here to offer counsel to Dave's group as far as what they can do better. We're here to look for misplaced commas and things of that nature. So we spend 2 8-hour days reading through a particular story. For example, the story of Joseph is what we're currently working on. We read through the various versions in French and we compare it to the Kwakum. And each of our team here has a specific role. So we've already talked to Mama Brigitte yesterday, and we talked about her role. Her role is to make sure that the Kwakum is a Kwakum that is spoken regularly on the streets without super long sentences and with lots of verbs. And now we're going to talk to Raphaël here, and we're going to learn what he does on our team. So what I do is I get 3 different versions of the French Bible and I read through them again and again. I compare, I write down the 3 versions, and then I also write down what is in Kwakum. So this is my work. So his job is very important. For example, today we found in the story of Joseph in Genesis 37, it talks about how Judah, one of the brothers, was trying to convince his brothers to not kill Joseph, but instead to sell him into slavery, which isn't a whole lot better. But anyway, so it talks about Judah trying to convince his brothers, and then a couple of verses later, the first team wrote, and so the brothers listened to Laban's counsel. And because of work like Raphael's, we can see, oh no, that's a mistake. It wasn't Laban's counsel, it's actually Judah's counsel here. And so we're able to change that. So he's a detail guy, and we're thankful for him. So, all right, now we'll go over to Papa Albert. Benshake, Papa Albert.
Chez ma béniche di Nimpial, Nimtivje, Kate Yashi Njandine, Tatlene Tatla Gufo, and Gokwale, Omar. Tagafon Tatli, Nichak Antiai, Nda Kuj Chindi, be a bebo, William Kuj Katamonini, Yeshin, Takaga Antiane.
So one of Papa Albert's jobs is to write the order of events of a particular story. So, you have the setting of the story, you have a lot of details, but what we want to see is we want to see simple orders of events. And because of his work, the story of Cain and Abel, it talked about how the blood of Abel was crying out from the ground. And the way it was actually written in Kwakum originally was, it was as if the blood had just now been spilt. But we were able to see that, no, we need to word it a little bit differently, because there was a murder that took place, God talked to Cain, and God said that the blood was crying out. But the murder did not just then occur. And so he was able to find that based on just writing out the simple order of events of the story. So we're happy, he does other things too, but that's one of his biggest jobs. We're happy to have him. Okay, we'll go ahead and end here with Jules. So Jules, Wenshake.
Wamwishemen nimbenditaki ya fushi. Nintanje Bibel kula itati fela itati kanonekele.
So what my job is since we're doing oral Bible story and we're actually doing abbreviated versions of Bible stories, we're not doing every single verse in the Old Testament. So his job is to go through the French versions and see what the first team decided to take out, what details they decided to take out. And sometimes we make recommendations to the first team. We think this detail is important and here's why. So that's what he does.
Nifexi kashi Kwakum te ne kashi pulashite intil tiake ya fushi oteneshi intil verset ne référence o pulashite bagti ne Kwakum. ko le til la bisha.
And what else he does, which is very important, he writes questions. And we'll talk to you more about questions in the next video. But basically, he writes down questions, over 1 to 200 questions. And what we do is we take those questions and we go out to various villages and we ask people questions based on the Bible story to make sure that it's understandable. But we'll talk to you more about that next time. So here's my team. These are the people I work with on a regular basis. I love them. We love one another. And if you can pray for them, a lot of them are church leaders and very influential. And pray that what they learn here will trickle down into their churches and into their families. And we're just thankful for them. So, Sheneko Shinjako Anija. Okay. Bye.